Hello, good morning. Welcome to another video of mine. I would start with something I heard from a friend of mine way back in 2016. He said, I may misquote it, but context समझो. He goes like, he went like, अगर ना कुछ पाने की खुशी होती, ना कुछ खोने का दहशत होता, तो आज ना खुदा होता और ना खुदाई होती. मतलब, I gave it a thought and all I realized that God is a necessity that we humans invented. और जैसे तुम मेट्रो में जा रहे हो, ठीक है, या बस में जा रहे हो, सफ़र कर रहे हो, एंड इफ़ यू आर एबल टू बैलेंस योर सेल्फ, यू आर एक्सेप्शनल बिकॉज इंडियन रोड्स एंड ऑल. बट नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो यू वुड नीड अ सपोर्ट, लाइक पकड़ने के लिए कोई रॉड या ऊपर से वो जो लटकता है. मे बी गॉड इज़ लाइक दैट. उसके बिना काम चल जाता, but you need to be exceptionally good, or else you're like everyone right there. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about one of the topics that no one usually speaks about. I may get a bit of hatred for this, I may get a backlash for this, but watch the full video, then get to a conclusion. Okay? I think Indian government should criminalize abortions, and there is a reason for it. And Indian government should decriminalize gender reveal. Like, knowing the gender of the fetus should be legal, and there is a huge reason behind it, because what people do, they are not allowed to know the gender of the baby. And let's just say there is a male child, everyone is happy, there is a boy, yay, it's a boy. And what if it is a girl child? Most of the parents in our society do not want a girl child, and I have seen families, I've heard about families where they don't treat the kids equally. Like, they make the boy, go to school and study in an English school, like a convent school, a good one, and they send their girl child to a government school where they do not have like good facilities or good education, and most of them don't even make it to the school just because they're a girl. They are asked to learn the household works, like doing the dishes, cooking, cleaning the house, feminine stuff like gardening, or all that. Although I would love gardening, most of the men like gardening. I've seen many men love gardening, but you get what I say, right? And somewhere all this circle backs to this law where you're not supposed to know the gender of the fetus. If you know the gender of the fetus, like before the childbirth, like after 3 months, let's just say, because that's how long it takes for the gender to get assigned to the fetus. It's an interesting study, you should read, but I'll sum it up for you. Until 3 months, the fetus does not have any gender, and once the 3 months are completed, the genetic code decides if the X chromosome from the dad should be passed to the fetus or the Y chromosome. It's all in the father's chromosome. People although blame women for this, for giving a girl child, but it's all in the dad. We'll talk about this in another video, but yeah, if they get to know the gender of the child beforehand, they'll plan accordingly, right? And it's better to abort the child, girl child, if you don't want her in the tummy, rather than bringing her out into the world and treating her like she is, you know, an untouchable or an outcast, giving her bad treatment, making her feel like she's the worst person out there. You get what I'm saying, right? And not just that, most of them in our society, in every state, I'm not blaming a state or something, but in every state, most of them kill the child after it's born because it's a girl child. A recent incident, a woman threw her baby out of the window, right from the hospital window, because it's a girl and her husband wouldn't allow. I mean, they wanted a male child. So all that comes with, you know, this thing. And not just that. On the other side, the parents for whom like the gender of the child wouldn't matter at all would be really happy to know, and they'll plan accordingly, right? And I also heard this theory that if it is a guy, if it is a boy child, up until 6 months, the mother should be having foods that are good for the male child, like that boosts the testosterone, and that helps the child to deal with life, and it keeps the testosterone levels of the male child all his life, at least until his muscle sarcopenia and all that kick in after his 30. That's another topic again. So, how do we do it? You can't just take it out because there are some downsides to it. There should be more education, and there won't be any education, like proper education in India, as long as our beliefs, our core system of how the country works, the government works on religion rather than rationality and science. Let's, you know, educate everybody. Let's let there be a scientific society and not a religious one. Although I do not want anyone to lose their faith or give up on their faith, but that's how the country should work. Have you seen those American movies where, like a disaster movie or an alien movie or earthquake, tsunami, or the sun crash? I mean, the comets crashing, the asteroids crashing, even a monster movie for that matter. All those movies start with a scientist warning them and the government ignoring them. Although we do not have monsters and zombies or no apocalypses as such, but our scientists are still trying to do some good to the society. Please listen to them. Thank you.